What's going on? Jared here, and today we have loadouts for the new dungeon, which I don't even remember how to pronounce the dungeon's name. Sundered Doctrine. That's a name. So pretty much what we are going to be doing is going over loadouts. I will not be going on every other class, but I'll be going on my Titan, so no shocker there. And we'll be just going down the list of things. Obviously prismatic is pretty strong. I'm pretty sure anyone that's going as Titan will tell you prismatic is really strong. It is what it is. So I will go with this loadout here. This will be my intro loadout. Pretty much, I'll be going with my hammerhead. I wish I got me a better hammerhead, but it is what it is. So with this one, I'm either going with Blade Fury or Glacial Quake. It kind of depends what's going on exactly with which one I need to do. Since we're going to be in the pyramid ship, and you saw from the trailer that there was some bosses or some ads that were Strand and Stasis, and of course we have Hive in there. If you didn't know, the Stasis and Strand enemies, they take more damage from their corresponding things, so that's the reason why I have it there. So like if I need to be Blade Fury for maybe Strand Titan for doing more damage to, say, a mini boss or whatever, I can do that. If there's more of Stasis, there's that. If neither of these, I really don't have to be on this. This is more of just that. I mean, I could do Thunder Crash, or I can do Twilight Arsenal. I don't see myself using Twilight Arsenal quite much because of a bunch of free weekend, but I mean, wouldn't hurt. I mean, you never know. Hammers, I have never seen myself use hammers except for messing with some builds, but there's that. Obviously, you know, knockout, consecration, pretty good. That's kind of really it. Shackle nades to kind of suspend whatever's going on. Obviously, Frenzy Blade. What's that? That's pretty much it. Now I have another prismatic one. This is more based around arc. Obviously same setup and everything, though. This is more of a Thunder Crash setup. Something kind of like would be used for Vesper's Host Day 1 when it was out. You see there's some Titans that had this kind of setup. So pretty much I have a Thunder Crash setup to go back to my Hoyle. This is just in case I have some time to switch back and we are surrounded by ads. But mostly the part is having a Falling Star for my T-Crash. That's pretty much it. And before I get into the rest, to kind of explain some things, we got the artifact. Which with the artifact, it's made it very interesting. Made a lot of columns kind of like hard to like pick from what to use, but I think I kind of got it down. So it's kind of complicated in a certain way on like what I want to do. So I haven't really 100% set myself on what I want to use. I might change this up, so that's why I'm kind of showing you like what I'm going to be using. So volatile marksman, you know, you get free volatile, free good ad clear. And then you have Unraveling Rounds, which is really good for severing on the go, and just overall pretty good on what it's supposed to be doing. That's kind of pretty much what's going on. I know I have a Scatter Signal, and I have Scintillation, and then I have the Call. And you're probably wondering, like, okay, so like, are you planning on using damage like that? It kind of depends. Let's say I'm on this loadout here. I've been thinking about maybe bringing in Quicksilver Storm because it's Catalyst, making it Strand, and just kind of having that free strand to go, and it wouldn't be such a bad idea if I didn't want to waste a heavy slot here and say I wanted a parasite. There is another strand auto rifle that I would highly suggest to use, which should be the Root of Nightmares auto rifle. If I can find it right off the bat, I will. But it's been a very long week, so I have not. There it is. You don't have to have this roll. I just have it because that's the adept one. I don't have it crafted. I do have it craftable, but I don't have it crafted. But this is pretty good because of it being strand. And also, if I say I wanted to double dip into this perk, I could, putting on maybe a different linear or something like that. But it's not really the big idea of it. And then again, for volatile, I have my hammerhead. I got other half, which is gonna be my movement, kind of like on the go, kind of dealing with champs, not champs, like mini bosses. But velocity baton is meant to kind of like chew through that. Obviously I got choir of one. I didn't put disabling around on this, mostly because I like just onslaught. Something with onslaught kind of just feels right with some things. So that's just me. I have buried bloodline just in case. Got the free devour, free weekend. So there's that. That's kind of it for like the volatile. Obviously I have tractor. Never know, may just have a tractor boss. That may be easy to do. But that's pretty much it for those. Now for here, it's been kind of like depending, because I've been looking at holding the line. I like holding the line because of the free healing, and who doesn't like free healing when you're doing contest stuff? So I've been kind of debating between these three mods. Though this is kind of interesting, I don't know how to feel about it quite yet, because of arc debuffs I can apply on a certain subclass. It just kind of depends, but I know defeating an exhausted or severed target with arc damage releases a blinding burst, which really helps with ad control. So it kind of just really depends. Then we have this one where, you know, disorient or spike, where it greatly decreases the damage output. So there's that. What I was looking at for a potential setup was, if I wasn't going to run this, I was going to run the what is it? I was going to run the Psycho Pump with the machine gun that we got from that season, or from doing this, which wouldn't be such a bad idea with running then a Quicksilver Storm strand, because it's just like, you know, that it's just nice. Just the reason why I don't want to go for that area denial, and I love this area denial, is because of the attrition orbs. Who, you can't really go wrong with attrition orbs. So going on to that, again, here has been kind of interesting. We have some strats set up just in case. Dreadful Finisher is kind of mostly a must at this point, because I don't think Bungie has came out and said anything about the ammo changes. Apparently Famine was accidentally, or this is my theory, Famine accidentally got applied across all of Destiny, so that's the reason why like the ammo bricks aren't as much. But if you use scavengers, it's totally fine. So we're going to be using this to kind of make sure we have that. This one is just more of like the free weekend, kind of doing more champs. It's not bad. It's not bad. Do I notice it a lot? Not really. But that's just me. A flashover. This is a must. Like, this is something that my team has been messing with because of bolt charge, and I'll get into it with my rest of my Titan builds. So a bolt charge, you know, you become amplified and lightning bolts deal more damage. So bolt charge is the new subverb, and it's been kind of really nutty on it. It's like, I would have to say pretty strong. So again, like back to my thing, my build here, like, do I want to use this or do I want to use Horde Shuttle with the Magdalene Harvest? Horde Shuttle is really nice because if I have unraveling rounds, I shoot something and it's unraveled, and then you shoot something that isn't like it, boom, threadling, or just shoot it with more threadling or more unraveling rounds, boom. It's kind of hard to decide what to run. So with the bolt charge setup, Arc Titan got the new fragment, which was Storm's Keep. Caster class ability to grant a moderate amount of bolt charge stacks you and nearby allies. Behind your barricade, you and allies gain stacks of bolt charge over time, and your weapons can decharge max stacks of bolt charge. So this is like kind of like, it's kind of like Cloud Strike and Thunderlord, but you can apply it to more weapons. And the idea is me going in with a Hoyle Titan, kind of have a little bit more survivability, and then doing a Thunder Crash, obviously with Falling Star. But we found out with Queenbreaker, with Bolt Charge, does super amounts of damage. And I'm with a lot of like busted weapons being out, just in case if they do think of banning Queenbreaker, we did test it with Thunderlord. Thunderlord's a good option. Scintillation is also just a good solid option too, just in case. But if this is not disabled like Lord of Wolves, because they said in their disables list, where is it? Yeah, and their disables list that they did in this TWAB so far. Actually, it wasn't the TWAB, it was actually on Bungie Help. They also took away Lord of Wolves and the Volatile Marksman artifact mod, which was really good for Titans, doing prismatic at least. But we'll have to see what's going on with that. But with Bolt Charge has been really stupidly strong. That's the reason why also I have prismatic as well. If they nerf the Bolt Charge thing, like nerf the artifact, or not the artifact, the aspect, I can immediately go straight to this and be totally fine, because it's just prismatic. Well, no, you can get Bolt Charge, but it's I mean, if you want to try to get Bolt Charges, you could probably exchange this for Deal Electric and kind of do a build with that, and it wouldn't be too much of a hassle. So yeah, I guess I'll stop yapping. I'll just go through each build. Obviously, I went through this prismatic one and this prismatic one with the exotics. With the arc one, so the philosophy that I have with this is that with Hoyle, obviously you would think, oh, you want to be on thruster. Well, it's only about a 2-second difference with Rally Barricade, and you want Rally Barricade because your allies can look through it, and it's free reload, and it has the smallest cooldown. So there's that. I have Knockout for my healing, so I can kill an ad really fast. I'm using Thunderclap for more of a ad clear and major bursts on chunkier ads or just group of ads. Seismic Strike and Slam, Ballistic Slam, they're great and all. I'm just not going to use them. I mean, if maybe I might use Seismic Slam or Seismic Strike because of the blinding factor, but Ballistic Slam adds no benefit right now to me. So fragments have recharge, so when I'm critically wounded, my melee and grenade charge faster, which is good. My arc grenades do jolt, since I'm not running Touch of Thunder. This helps out a lot with Pulse grenade. Obviously you could use Storm, but I'm using Pulse. It's a little easier. Taking melee damage really increases your outgoing melee damage. This is the reason why I'm using Knockout as well. So And then I have resistance. So because of them updating the resistances, the resistance for spark resistance, yeah, it just really helps out. And that also goes for prismatic too. They up, so both get this effect. And then if I get my transcendence here on, it's really increased. So there's that. For this build here, I have solar. It's just a Loreley helmet. I'm not going to use Synthoceps. It's more built for survivability. So like I have just, you know, time dilation, solar weapon surge for my sunshot or my Lewis Howe, and using fixed odds, or I'm using parasite. That's usually it. I have a solar reloader, like if I need to. If not, I'll probably put like impact induction here. It really just depends, or I'll put another heavy-handed. It is what it is. I guess also back for the arc one, I may have forgot to say this. So the arc one, I'm doing something very dangerous, which is a dual charges pretty much. So with utility kickstart, I can get my barricade back. This would be good for doing setups or we're on the roam, which obviously with this, I might roam with like Thunderlord, or with my other setup that I was talking about, might run that. But say if any special, also I can determine if I want to use my barricade, or I'm in a good spot to where I can use a special finisher. I wouldn't say it's practical for many people, but I say this is pretty good if you are kind of like used to running Arc Titan. So then we have Strand Titan one, obviously, you know, Banner War, and In the Fury. There you go. It is what it is. It's just, you know, we have 1-2 punch, we have tractor, we have this one theory on using what's the glaive called? Winter's Bite. Though it is kind of sketchy. We're thinking about using Winter's Bite, or doing Wolfpack Round, Ergo Sum with some swords. Let's see. It's kind of like just there, just because, you know, it's strong. It's, even though it's been nerfed slightly, it's still valid. It's still valid. So let's go over the weapons, I guess. Because there's not many really exotics. I guess if you're curious about my class item, that's what I'm using. I'm using a Immos Light with a Synthoceps. You know, it's not bad. It does the job. Like with the consecration nerfs, I haven't really noticed that much of a consecration nerf. So I don't know. I haven't really tried to do too much in-game content. Well, I have, but at the same time, like, I mean, I'll be fine. I know I'll be fine. So, starting off, we got Kvostov. It's just good. Ad clear is the kinetic sunshot. I always keep on calling it. So, like I said, Quicksilver Storm is probably a good option too, just cause, you know. There's also a game theory running around that one of the bosses, maybe one of the final bosses, or is going to be taken. Malfeasance definitely would come in handy, just cause. So, just keep your eyes on that. I have Outbreak just in case I run out, you know, ammo or anything. I have this dedicated loadout for Prismatic doing Outbreak. That's just in case or whatever. This will also build up my Transcendence as well. So if, say, I run out of ammo here on my normal arc, I'll be fine. I can boom, get my Transcendence up here, and just move forward from that. Totally fine. Oh, one thing right here. I have multi-mock for orbs and ad clear. I have scatter signal for major clear to boss damage. Just because of particle reconstruction, or yeah, particle reconstruction is really nice. I've been thinking of either doing heavy ordnance regeneration or elemental supercharge. Up in the air. If like I'm noticing I'm not getting my super back, it is, but I'm not messing with these two bottom ones. It doesn't really matter. Lost signal. Since they are nerfed, since we are not allowed to use auto loading in the dungeon, I went for lead for gold and one for all. I used to be a hater for lead for gold, but and Dado said he loved it. I was like, I don't see it. And then I started messing around with one for all when Midnight Coop came out. I started to see it. I started to see the reason for it. So that's also the reason why I have immunity. It's good for ammo generation, and also one for all is just super strong. I do understand that all grenade launchers across the board get a 10% nerf. This is still going to be viable because it's just like I tag like a healthy target a couple times, get those essence to come back, and make me a special brick or a heavy brick will come in really handy. We have a warlock that's going to be on Cenotaph. If I do have to, I do have Aeons on standby just in case. Obviously, it's not on me, but I will have Aeons just in case. I have 2 snipers. I didn't get the new Previous Revenge because I had to work the next day after this season came out. This episode that came out, and I'm just going with Supremacy. Supremacy's been a good staple. Kinetic Trimmers is alright, so I'm not really going to complain. The Succession is supposed to be more of a mini. It's a Nagi, so that's really the only purpose of it. The Call is here as well for like, say I just don't need Lost Signal. I need more of like range type stuff. With Lost Signal's not cutting it. The Call will definitely come in handy. And also the supercharge that comes there. I did have Promemorian here, but I might drag it over again. Probably lose the tractor, but we'll see. So going here, my second slot, Velocity Baton, Electrician Orbs. I've run under over. I like it because of it chews through like adds like overshields that we are going to be experiencing a contest. That's the reason why I love under over. Not used to, but I loved it when it came out because it was really handy. So Luna's Howl, I got a heal clip, Incandescent. Just really good. 1-2 punch, Ikelos, never can go wrong there. Acquire 1 onslaught. Destabilizing rounds might be better, but I really just don't want to change it. So this is going to be my go-to, my bread and butter as well. My Attrition Orb Tilting Feedback, which I called my Xylo Supercell. I grinded out for this, so it was really nice to have. Bear Bloodline for the Devour Weaken. There's that. Cloud Strike. We did testing with Cloud Strike with Boltering Detonation. Using the Arc Strat. So say if Queenbreaker got nerfed or got banned, we could do Cloud Strike with Scintillation and have us on Strand Auto Rifle, Healing Auto Rifle. We'll be on that, so we can still be fine. Play Sever, and then give us all like support frame buffs, and then the whole spiel. So Sunshot, still good to this day. I mean, if I have to, I'll pull out like Funnel Web or a Recluse if I need to, but Sunshot, or I mean, like I can pull out Graviton Lance if I'm just not having a good time. Graviton Lance might be also a good play because of the buildup you can get for volatile rounds. Since there's going to be shields and everything, if you go into Graviton Lance's stuff, let's see here. Hold on. So if you look at Graviton Lance here, you get You get Vorpal, and then you get oh, what is it called? I know what it does because when you break a shield of a combatant, you get an overshield, which overshields are super strong, and so Graviton Lance is kind of like also a really good go-to if you want to play it really safe. Like there's so many options that like really makes it super interesting. Like if I had to suggest a loadout, it would be the Strand Waveframe in the top slot, Graviton Lance here, and then your honestly your option of either Hammerhead or Promemorium, you know. Down here again, Hammerhead. I really would like to have a different Hammerhead, but this one I have no problems with. But yeah, I really want is a over either killing tally, surrounded, or high impact reserves. So it's that. I have fixed odds because of when getting a kill, it's mostly just based off of getting a grenade and melee back when I have my super full. It's also just a good chunker for ad clear. Scintillation, second best linear game. If it's compared to Queen Breaker, if not, it's the best, in my opinion, the best linear in the game with bait and switch. So there's that. It's just there if I can't use Queen Breaker if it gets disabled. Tractor, if we get to a tractable boss, I'll be probably on again either Consecration or Strand Titan. This can be used as a damage sword, but it's mostly meant for movement, but it wouldn't hurt for damage. Parasite is more meant for on-the-go ad clear. And so this I kind of used in my solo, but you can use it in day one because it was viable in day one. You can have like a setup of doing kind of like this, where you have Parasite, you can kill like, oh, for Vesper's Hose, it was like those big brigs. You can like pop them, and then you have this small Izanagi here to like pop them in the face with no like effort, pretty much. That's pretty much that. Thunderlord, good ad clear, good boss, you know. And yeah. If I had to say like what to run, I would say like I'd say for at least a Titan, you know. If we're just looking at this is a good setup. To this, and you have Promemorium there. You can go back to this setup here and then pull out a Quicksilver, you know. And so the reason why you'll want Quicksilver is because of it being strands. And so then you would have unraveling rounds. There you go. So there's that. I mean, or if you wanted to, you could do Net of Kindness, and then you can do the other LMG. I can't spell. You can do Watchful Eye, you know. I've been thinking either doing Watchful Eye with like Sword Logic or Killing Tally. It really depends. But you can do this setup too, which also wouldn't be a bad setup. But yeah, no. It's honestly not that bad. Like what you want to choose. I mean, it just depends. I think everything I kind of listed off here would be pretty good choice. It just depends. Like, say I want to not run Volatile on Cord Shuttle, and say, you know, maybe I want to do, say I want to do this and have healing, right, when I get kills. The healing, it's there, but it's whatever. But say I want to have this one have Bolt Charge, you know, and then that'll help out like get for at least on arc. But you know, I'll mostly pick this. I'll pick Flashover and Horde Shuttle. Do Particle because Particle's just really strong, and if I'm having trouble with Super Elemental Supercharged, but Heavy Ordnance, it's just, it is what it is. So like, I'm not saying this is my final, but it's like these last 3 columns are kind of more game changers. It's annoying here, there isn't really much I can do but accept. This also, the legend, that's just that's bugged. I don't know what the problem is. There is no extra damage that is being gained from the origin. There is none. I don't know. We tested it and we couldn't find an answer for it. So but yeah. Make sure to always have either a scavenger or not. It's up to you. I'm not your mom. Yeah, that is my loadouts for contests. Dungeon. I literally forgot the name because the dungeon's name is driving me crazy. Editor put the voiceover me saying the dungeon's name now. Sundered Doctrine. That's a name. All right, that will be the rest of the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be streaming it live. You know, when the dungeon starts. Hopefully see you guys there. And yeah, have a good time dungeon, not dungeon racing, or enjoying contests, or enjoying watching the stream. But I will catch you later. Bye bye.